My goodness. The end of the Weird Route in Deltarune Chapter 5 is absolutely insane. And of course, in this video, I just want to talk about my ideas surrounding, SND underscore next. So what is SND underscore next? So here's some context. To be clear, here lies freaking spoilers, okay? Let's take a look at some of the gameplay here by Beard Bear. I haven't I haven't dared to do the weird route myself. I don't want to hurt my precious little critters in my Deltarune. So, but yeah, I've got it speed up here. So at the end here, Noelle and Chris venture into the lake. Because Noelle wants to do something crazy. She wants to escape her monotone, forced, fake feeling life after Des disappeared. She's just like, everything feels fake. Everything feels like someone else is controlling me. And she wants to take control. So she does this insane thing. She wants to know what's on the other side of the lake. So they keep going. And she's like, keep going. Tell me to proceed. Tell me to proceed. Tell me to proceed. And this crazy shit happens. All right, let's put this back to the regular playback speed. So at the end of this insane sequence, the screen eventually freaking cuts to black, and you get this kind of like, you can't really see it very well. You hear this? This terminal looking screen, this computer terminal looking screen telling you to insert chapter 7, side B. And this weird noise plays in the background. And a lot of people have pointed out that it sounds like something is hidden inside of this audio. So a lot of people have grabbed the file and started playing with it in like an audio editor. So first, I want to go over how you can get your hands on the original file from within the game. It isn't in the game folders. You need to extract it from the game's like compiled in files. There's a tool called Undertale Mod Tool by KRZYS_H. And what you do is you load the chapter 5 underscore windows in that directory. You load the data.win file into it. And then here you search for SND underscore next, and under sounds, here it is. And a very easy way to just export all sounds is to go to scripts. I think it's resource exporters and exports all sounds. So you can tell it, point it to a directory, and it just spits out all sounds that are embedded in like the game binary. And here it is, SND underscore next. Now, what happens when you load that into an audio editor like Audacity? At first, doesn't look like much, but here, the 3 dots, you go to spectrogram, and voila. Here is what you're looking for. So a lot of people have pointed out here that this part, this looks like a face. And I have to agree. Some people have said it looks like Noelle. They've got the horns here, and then the face there, and maybe there's like a tree here or something. I disagree. I don't think this looks like Noelle at all. This looks like an alien to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but it looks like an alien. There is something else here, and it almost looks like there's like some... It looks like sex is written here. But yeah, so yeah, again, let's boost the sound a little so you can hear it easier. And let's listen to it here. Sounds very ominous. So, of course, you can play a little bit with the spectrogram settings. You can change the color, which might help you look for, like, stuff. Now it looks like a skeleton, doesn't it? It's like a... Here's, like, the teeth. There's the... I don't know. It might just be me. Of course, you can do other things. Like, basically increase the resolution or decrease the resolution with which it's rendering the preview here. You can change other things, the kind of like the algorithm that it's using to display the sound. In my opinion, this really doesn't get us very far. Now, some people have said, you know, if you go ahead and go to where is it, pitch and tempo, change speed and pitch. Oh, you need to select everything here and like increase it by 666%. What you end up with looks like water. Now, this is really relevant to the Deltarune because, you know, there's a lot of allusions and references to like the deep, the waters, the fountains, the background, the moving background that you see when you first boot up the game. That's like a picture, like a stock picture of waves. So yeah, it does look like it. It does look like it. However, my rebuttal is that I don't have an example here ready, but I've given you the tools. You can go look at it yourself. No matter what sound you load into this editor and do this with, it will look similarly. Maybe not identical, but it looks similarly. And also, you've really like zoomed in. You've lost some of the data here because there was this. If you undo this, you can see there's this data here at the top. You're not seeing it anymore because you increased the pitch of the sound. So here, if you listen to this, that's what this sounds like. If we repeat, oh, gosh darn it, I always forget that. If we repeat it, you're losing your data because some of your sound information falls outside of the scope of human hearing, and that what this program can deal with. So in my opinion, that is not the way to go. I don't think that is intended. But one thing I found out is that if you speed it up without changing the pitch, as I've done here, this value is not entirely correct. I've been messing with it a little bit. It sounds different. It sounds more like a regular sound. Maybe there's not something hidden in here visually. Maybe it's just been slowed down. Let's listen to that again. So I've been messing with this. One thing. Oh, let's see, where is it? What happens if you reverse it? Let's listen. Hey, do you notice something? This doesn't sound right. And the reason it doesn't sound right is because in the previous file, your brain has made a connection. We know what certain things sound like, and when you reverse it, we detect it as a reversed sound. Listen again. Okay. Now I'm going to undo this reverse, and I am going to listen to it one more time. It sounds like impact. It sounds like the impact on the water. So let's go back to the browser, to another tab. Here is a water splash sound effect. Listen to this. It's not identical, but listen to it. You notice what happens There's this splash sound effect, and there's this kind of like roll off sound of like the droplets, you know, hitting the of like the splash that it made, hitting it, and just like the water moving. So there's this after sound. Listen to it again. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but to me, this sounds like a splash effect. Just manipulated. And of course, we're dealing with an audio file that has been like compressed and reduced and like the bit rate and everything. So we're not getting like the full proper sound. I wonder if we can make this, someone, not me, can go ahead and make it sound as natural as possible and try mixing, like, not mixing, like identifying what sound this comes from. Because Toby has a tendency to use just stock effects for certain things that you can just find. Maybe we can ID where this sound is from. Now, the one thing that makes me halt and stop is, again, this piece of data here. I don't know what to make out of this. This is completely disconnected from all of this. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's food for thought, I would think. So yeah, let me know what you think. And I hope it was helpful, at least to help you, like, at least like acquire like the file for yourself to play with, and giving you some tools to work with. And yeah, let me know.